to Cuisine. Hanoi food tells the story of a city shaped by more than 1,000 years of culture and history. In the ancient capital of Hanoi, food reflects the many influences that passed through its streets. Traders and travelers from across Asia once arrived here, bringing new ingredients and cooking techniques. Chinese traditions introduced noodles and slow-simmered broths, while the French colonial period added bread, butter, and pâté. Over time, Hanoi cooks blended these influences with Vietnamese herbs, fish sauce, and a delicate sense of balance to create something uniquely their own. In the winding streets of the historic Hanoi Old Quarter, food became more than a daily meal. It became identity. Many dishes are still prepared by families who have perfected the same recipes for generations. Small street stalls, hidden kitchens, and busy morning markets continue this tradition every day. With Cineworld travel, exploring Hanoi food becomes more than tasting dishes. It becomes a journey through history, culture, and the timeless pride of a city that has shared its flavors with the world for centuries. In Hanoi, food is more than just a meal. It's a story simmering in every bowl and sizzling on every street corner. From fragrant broths perfected over generations to humble street dishes loved by locals every morning, Hanoi food reflects the culture, history, and everyday life of the Vietnamese capital. Across the city, from small family kitchens to bustling street stalls, the flavors of Hanoi food reveal the true soul of Vietnam. Here are 5 must-try dishes that capture the authentic taste of Hanoi, simple, iconic, and unforgettable for every traveler who visits this timeless city. In Hanoi, few dishes carry the spirit of the city quite like pho. Its story begins more than a century ago in the villages surrounding the capital, where local cooks slowly shaped a dish that would one day become Vietnam's most iconic comfort food. Some historians believe the name pho echoes the French pot au feu, a reminder of the cultural exchanges during the colonial era. Yet what emerged in Hanoi was something entirely its own: beef bones simmered gently for hours, creating a clear, fragrant broth layered with star anise, cinnamon, charred ginger, and onion, a delicate balance perfected through generations of family kitchens. At dawn, as the first light touches the narrow streets of the Old Quarter, locals gather on small plastic stools for their morning bowl. Steam rises into the cool air, conversations begin softly, and the city slowly awakens. Eating pho in Hanoi is not just about flavor. It's about participating in a daily ritual that connects history, community, and the quiet poetry of everyday life. If pho belongs to the quiet mornings of Hanoi, bún chả comes alive at midday, one of the most beloved dishes in the world of Hanoi food. As the sun climbs above the rooftops of the Hanoi Old Quarter, charcoal grills begin to glow along the narrow streets. Thin slices of pork and small patties, marinated with fish sauce, garlic, and a touch of sugar, are grilled slowly over open flames. The smoky aroma drifts through alleyways, guiding locals toward their favorite lunch spots. The dish itself is beautifully simple, yet perfectly balanced. Tender grilled pork served in a warm bowl of light, slightly sweet dipping broth, alongside soft rice noodles and baskets of fresh herbs. Each bite reflects the harmony that defines Hanoi food: smoky, fresh, savory, and vibrant with natural flavors. For generations, Hanoians have gathered around low tables to enjoy bún chả as a familiar midday ritual. While the dish gained global attention when Anthony Bourdain shared a famous meal of bún chả with Barack Obama in Hanoi, for locals it has always been something more meaningful, a timeless taste of home, and the lively rhythm that makes Hanoi food culture so unforgettable. Few dishes reflect the layered history of Vietnam quite like banh mi. Its roots trace back to the late 19th century, when the French introduced the baguette during the colonial period in Vietnam. But as with many borrowed ideas, Vietnamese cooks transformed it into something uniquely their own. In Hanoi, the crisp baguette evolved into a vibrant street food masterpiece. The bread became lighter and airier than its French ancestor, filled with a harmony of flavors: creamy pâté, slices of grilled pork, pickled carrots and daikon, fresh herbs, cucumber, and a touch of chili. The result is a perfect balance of textures: crunchy, savory, tangy, and fresh in every bite. Walking through the bustling streets of Hanoi, it's impossible to miss the small banh mi carts and family-run stalls that have served locals for decades. For many residents, it's the ultimate quick breakfast or afternoon snack. Simple, affordable, and deeply satisfying. More than just a sandwich, banh mi tells a quiet story of cultural exchange. It is proof that when histories intertwine and traditions adapt, something entirely new and delicious can emerge. Among the most delicate dishes of Hanoi is bún thang, a bowl that reflects the quiet elegance of northern Vietnamese cooking. Traditionally associated with the days following Tết Nguyên Đán, the dish was once created as a thoughtful way for families to transform leftover festive ingredients into something refined and new. In a bowl of bún thang, every element is prepared with remarkable care. Thin rice noodles are topped with finely shredded chicken, delicate ribbons of egg crepe, slivers of Vietnamese ham, mushrooms, and fresh herbs, all arranged almost like a culinary mosaic. A light, crystal-clear broth is then gently poured over the ingredients, releasing a subtle aroma that is both comforting and sophisticated. The beauty of bún thang lies not only in its flavor but in its balance. Each ingredient plays a quiet role, creating harmony in texture, color, and taste. In the culinary traditions of northern Vietnam, this sense of balance is considered the highest form of cooking, where simplicity, patience, and artistry come together in a single bowl. Some of Hanoi's most memorable flavors were born from moments of creativity during challenging times. One such story within the world of Hanoi food is egg coffee, a beloved drink that has become part of the city's culinary identity. In the 1940s, when fresh milk was scarce in Vietnam, a bartender named Nguyen Van Giang at Café Giang experimented with a new idea. By whisking egg yolk with sugar and strong Vietnamese coffee, he created a drink that was unexpectedly rich and velvety, almost like a warm dessert in a cup. What began as a clever solution during difficult times soon became one of the most unique highlights of Hanoi food culture. Today, visitors often sip egg coffee from small cafes tucked within the narrow streets of the Hanoi Old Quarter in Hanoi. From quiet balconies overlooking the lively streets below, the creamy foam and deep coffee flavor offer more than just a drink. They offer a small but meaningful taste of Hanoi's history, resilience, and the rich traditions that shape Hanoi food today. From the quiet morning bowls of pho to the smoky lunchtime grills of bún cha, from the delicate elegance of bún thang to the creative sweetness of egg coffee, the flavors of Hanoi reveal far more than a collection of dishes. They tell the story of a city shaped by centuries of tradition, resilience, and cultural exchange. In every bowl and every street stall, traces of history quietly remain. Recipes passed down through generations reflect the refined culinary philosophy of northern Vietnam, where balance, patience, and subtlety are deeply valued. At the same time, influences from different periods of history, from royal traditions to moments of colonial encounter, have blended into the everyday cuisine of the capital, creating flavors that feel both timeless and uniquely Hanoi. To walk through the streets of Hanoi is to experience this living heritage, The aroma of broth simmering before sunrise, the sound of charcoal grills at midday, and the slow ritual of sipping coffee in an old cafe all form part of the city's rhythm. Here, food is not only nourishment, it is memory, identity, and a reflection of the people who have shaped this city over generations. And for travelers, every bite becomes a small journey through Hanoi's past and present, revealing why this ancient capital remains one of Asia's most captivating culinary destinations. Hanoi is not just a destination. It is a living kitchen where history and everyday life meet on every street corner. From the first bowl of morning pho to the last cup of evening coffee, the city slowly reveals its soul through Hanoi food, a culinary tradition shaped by centuries of culture, community, and creativity. With Cineworld travel, journeys like this become more than simple travel. They become stories, moments carried home through flavor, memory, and culture, long after the journey ends. Through every dish of Hanoi food, travelers can discover the true character of Hanoi and the rich traditions of Vietnam. If you enjoyed exploring the world of Hanoi food, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more inspiring travel stories, cultural journeys, and authentic food experiences across Vietnam and Southeast Asia. Your support helps us continue discovering the world, one story and one flavor at a time.